Yeah, that's necessary. So what are you gonna do then? Who's your doctor? Where's that, Ortho? In Lafayette? In Lafayette?
It's the old Hagen office.
Yeah.
They're part of Ortho.
What's his name?
Toric.
He's the one that did my knee.
There's a Freeman there too. He's the one that does my hands, I think.
Toric.
Behrman, something like that. Yeah.
He tells you.
All right, 6 o'clock. Let's call the meeting to order. Stand and give the pledge. All right, need a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Ken, second from Troy. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Motion to pay the bills from last month.
Yes.
From Mike, second from Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Mr. Welliver.
Oh, thank you very much. Procedural matter, I'm gonna be gone the week of March 23. I'm gonna try to make it over for your second Tuesday of the month meeting. So, just give you a heads up.
Okay.
And then, on our nuisance matter on 211 West Harrison, compliance hearing set for April 7th at 9:30. They agreed to get things cleaned up and all that, so we got a compliance hearing set for that time.
Okay.
And
A little information on that. I talked to Rich yesterday, and the owner of that has not been located yet.
well, that makes things.
It does.
So, but we'll forge ahead and we've got our orders, so now we can do what we think we need to do.
Okay?
And then there had been some back and forth about a property damage. I know it was brought up, Jesse had brought it up, Center Point, had sent you guys a nasty letter about payment of some monies.
They sent us a bill for, what was it, Kristen Ruffley?
$3,400.
Yeah, okay.
$3,600, something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a small claim to make. Not, I'm not sure how much time and effort you want to expend.
Well,
on it.
what Tim recommended was for you to send him a letter
Okay.
and stating that we had approval from, who was it, Jesse?
IURC, the Utility
Yeah.
Regulatory Committee.
And we've got their letter.
And,
So I will respond to it and tell them, in response to the tort claim notice,
yeah,
what they sent you recently. And I'll respond to them and say, we've investigated, gee, here's a copy of the letter from IURC. Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
they want to pursue it.
then we probably need to pay it.
They will file a small claims act.
Yeah. Before it gets to that point, we probably should pay it. I've talked with Tim. Yeah.
They've got things at risk. A, it's
Absolutely.
$600.
Yeah.
But B, they've got a risk of losing, got a chance of winning. So,
Right.
but I'll deal with it. And
Okay.
I'll write them a letter and copy you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And that's all I have freestanding of things. I'm sticking around. I don't have any
Okay.
place to get to.
The matinee house down there, is that still on hold too?
We have a hearing scheduled. We
Okay.
have a hearing scheduled on maybe March along those lines. We pushed that off to try to figure out what had happened in sheriff's sale or tax sale, all that. So, and I don't have a good answer for you yet on exact step. So, I'll continue to work on that. See what we can do to get getting all that sorted out.
Okay.
Okay. Sometime in March, I've got it on my calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's, well, I have pretty standard.
You say March 7th?
Well, I'm
That's
sitting
a
here
Saturday, I think.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking for it on my calendar, and I'm not having. So, I'll find it and then project it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right. Questions for Stu, anyone? All right. Jesse?
All right, we repaired a water main leak on North College. Been working with the engineer for the Fountain County Highway Department, the services for their basically water right now, and we touched a little bit on sewer. I've got Hydrophase working on updating our wellhead protection plan that's due every 5 years. American Pump, they came out last night and replaced a transducer in the primary lift station. Had a sewer on North Street we got cleaned. Electrical had some service work on North Maple, and they helped us out with our primary lift station issues. They've been working with IMPA on some adjustments out at the solar field. And other than that, I got prices on the pickup truck for the electric. York Dodge out of Crawfordsville came in lowest at $45,991. Followed by Heartland Ford was $51,208. Christie Hubler out of Crawfordsville was $52,642. And York Chevy, I'm not sure where they're out of, Greencastle. They got me a price of $54,321.80.
Is that to replace a truck, or what is that one for?
That's to replace the electrics pickup truck. Jeff and Wayne's, the
Oh, the
crew cab
250.
2500 Chevy.
Is it bad shape?
That's pretty wow.
Isn't that the newer one?
No. They got it when George
That's
was
been
here.
here.
And that's, so that's the extended cab one.
It's a crew cab.
George had that.
Yeah.
How old is it? 15, 20?
I think it's a 12. But yeah.
Where'd you go with that?
Okay, what did you find for the street department?
The street department, the Ranger and the Colorado, they don't make just the extended cab with the
Okay.
6-foot bed. Toyota does. I've got a price from Lafayette. I called Terre Haute. I'm waiting on a price from them.
What is Lafayette's?
Was $37,927.80.
That's straight out, right?
No trade. That's to replace the Ranger we've got out there.
Well, they need that.
Ranger's been wrecked and it's got bad wheel bearing now. It's making noise.
Okay.
The electric. The street needs pickup.
Do you feel the electrics needs replaced?
Yeah, we're there. We're gonna start spending money on this thing.
So what was the 52,642? Which one was that?
That's Christie Hubler.
Which is,
Chevy,
and then the
Yeah.
last one was a Chevy too, right?
Yep.
What do you got, a Dodge or something then?
Yeah,
First one.
the Dodge come in
45.
the cheapest. We got 2 Dodge dump trucks from them.
That's $6,000 difference between that and the Ford then, right?
Yep.
Where's the Ram one at?
45,991 from
You know what I mean,
Crawfordsville,
Crawfordsville.
Montgomery County. Yep.
So So if we go with electric, then it'd either be the Ram or the Ford.
It's hard not to save $6,000.
Well, I would go with the Dodge then, I guess.
Apples to apples, I mean, as far as engine size and everything.
They're the same truck, they're both 3/4 ton.
Okay.
Crew cab.
Crew cab gas.
Okay, can we get a motion then to go forward with the Dodge?
That in
45?
stock or have to be ordered?
I'm not sure. When I talked to him, he acted like they had some, but they can definitely get it.
White?
White.
And that would come out electric department.
Then we'd like that washed at least once a month. What are you laughing at?
Well, I would make a motion then to go ahead with the
Yeah.
electric.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All in favor on the Dodge, guys? Tom and Mike?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. All right, do you want to wait for another price, or do you,
We can, I'll just price him from Danville and
okay,
Terre Haute and see if it comes in the best.
okay,
I think Ford knocked off 2,000 for the electric truck, and then Chevy's were 1,000, and the
Okay.
Dodge was about 12,000, and then Toyota's only knocked off 1,000, like right
Yeah.
around like Chevy.
keep shopping. Okay. What's the work going on College Street down by the flower shop, Jesse?
That's the gas company.
So do they have the road pretty well cut up there? I see they have plates over it.
Yeah, several road cuts.
Did
Is
they have
that-
a name go out or something, or what?
I'm not sure.
I saw they,
they're
up
gonna
on
bore 'em.
College too.
They're gonna bore a main down from, across the highway. What, Perry Street?
Will they fix all that with blacktop?
They will. They've got a contractor. Case usually comes around and
Okay.
does the repairs, but how soon? Might be a
Brand
while.
new blacktop.
Hopefully with your approval.
Yeah, I mean, they come in and just go.
Okay. All right. Questions for Jesse? Anyone? Anybody? Anything else? Okay.
Let me interject, March 3rd.
Okay, Gary, you are up.
Okay, Charger is back on the road. Little 500-mile break-in period is over. It's still running, so.
Good.
The Explorer is still on QA hold, sitting in Chicago.
What does that mean?
Mike, that's all they tell him, Mike,
Okay.
according to what he's telling me. He says he has no idea. He thinks it's probably some kind of programming. Is all he can get out of it.
Okay.
And as far as me, waiting on work comp, because right now it's my surgery scheduled for March 6th.
Okay.
So if that happens, I'll put Rich Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 3. And Jacob and James will stay on the 2-2-3 schedule, 3P. It's gonna be our best coverage. We're gonna have like 2.5 hours every morning, you know, between
Yep.
3.
Okay.
So,
You have a estimate how long you'll be off with that? None?
no, I'm just, I need to quit Googling stuff, because all I've heard is horror stories
Yeah, I
about
know.
this, so.
I've had 6 of them.
6.
Yeah,
Well, you won't be golfing.
yeah. Yeah, you won't golf this summer.
So, if that happens, I will, I'll give James the truck, that way they can each have a
Okay.
vehicle to drive, so. I won't need it.
Yep, sounds good.
That's all I got.
Do you feel that was, I don't know if I can ask, I will, do you feel that was from your situation you had, or,
He said because of when I lost all use of my arm, he
Yeah.
said that probably because it tore completely off.
yep, okay,
Best he can figure.
yeah. Tough one to figure out, but sure that had something to do with it.
I thought I would have felt it, but I didn't. In the heat of the moment, I guess I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking about that, so.
All right, questions, Carrie, anybody? Kim, you are up.
I've been working on a 211 North Main Street Arts and Culture grant. I need letters of support from you, a couple of you at least, saying that you support the project. And then right now I'm getting bids for HVAC, electric, and an elevator. And then I need to, if I could get a conceptual design, it would help our chances of getting the grant. I still have a lot to write on it, so that's my whole plan, is to submit it by March the 30th.
Okay,
Okay, so I have a couple park updates. One thing that we need at the park, the baseball fields, both parks need fences at the baseball fields. So we're working on something to try to get that done this year. We'd like to try to get it done this year if we can do it for this season. And then the Easter egg hunt on April the 4th. Troy, do you know what time that is? Is it 1? Okay. So the park board wants to do a fundraiser with pictures with the Easter Bunny. So we'll have the Easter Bunny, someone's getting a sign made, and we have a photographer that'll take pictures of kids with the Easter Bunny at the park. And Tri-Kappa, I think, is doing food also. And then there was, so the May 2nd table is for Van Buren. Debbie Muser is here, and she is helping us get all of that together, and she's been working hard on all of that. So Steve and Christy Kruger are doing the pictures. The VRA is helping with some other things like the float and other pieces. But we had a question. We wanted to know, they're asking for every town to get bunting and to put it somewhere, and they suggested like buildings, bridges, things like that. But we didn't know if we were allowed to, if we could put it on over I-74 on Corporation Line Road. There's the answer to that. Didn't think so. Okay, so we'll look for another spot. And then if anyone has anything that they'd like to display, you can let Debbie or Christy or I know if you have something that you'd like to be on that table.
what kind of items are you looking for?
I don't know.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Jesse, does that sound doable? don't get a measurement, Jesse, let me know, I can measure my banner at home. Okay,
I'd guess about 30 inches.
okay. Get a chance, make a note and share it with Kim of what, some of the things you'd like to have, and see what we can find for you. Yep. Everybody so I could announce it here, but it's gonna be recorded, so.
It's a secret that it's over here.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be your place of business.
Okay. Got some ideas. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Like the American flags that are like.
It's a banner.
Circles.
Okay, sounds good, we'll work with you on it. All right, okay. What else you have?
I just wanted to say, just a reminder that every Thursday night at the First Christian Church, they've been doing dinners for everybody, for the community for free. They are taking donations, and they're gonna do it as long as they have the money to keep feeding people. They have been taking meals over to the Lions Manor to deliver to some of the people that can't get out there as well. So, great. They've been doing a good job. They've been doing it for a couple months, and they've had a nice turnout, so
Okay,
that's all.
all right. Questions for Kim, anyone? Okay, Terry?
Agent asked me if you'd like to pay for the survey. That would help us get it right.
You know, we talked about that earlier. I think the Legion does enough to help the town, some of the events they do. You know, I think we're all in agreement to go ahead and let them build that, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, just put your plan together, look at the property on where it's laid out. You know, I just looked at the blueprint of it there, and it's a lot more area to the back than what I thought was in front, so. Have you looked at it? Got the dimensions in here if you want to look at it.
I'm gonna piggyback on Terry's, update you on backflip builder mile radius lawsuit. There is a half-day hearing scheduled for 9 a.m. in the Park Circuit Court. So I haven't had anything to do with it. Insurance
Yep.
companies came on board. That's quite
Okay. So you won't even have to go to that, right? Okay. Right, old business, looks like we have community crossing document. That's all been approved, it just needs signed, is that it? Okay. I've got one signed, looks like I've got one more I'll sign it and make sure I leave it. I won't take it with me. Okay, also then, under new business, Parker Bright, you are up.
Almost 3 years now, account management role. I was previously over the entire state, but now solely focused in. And I'm here to talk to you guys today about making a switch from your Keystone software to a cloud software by voice cloud powered cloud. I just have a couple slides to talk to you about who BSNA is, why they purchased voice, some of the benefits that you guys can expect to see from this cloud software, and then I'll open it up to questions, and I'm sure you guys have plenty. So this slide here does a really good job of illustrating who BSNA and voice systems are together. So in combination, we serve almost 3,000 local government units. We are across 23 different states. I can tell you out of that, though, we are pretty mainly focused in Michigan and in Indiana. Why this acquisition happened is that BSNA is actually very similar to voice. BSNA is about a 40-year-old software company, a bunch of grads from Michigan State that worked part-time as treasurers and felt that there was a need to actually digitize this. And so over that 40 years, they grew a software company, and its main and heavy focus was in Michigan, and their growth into other states was really due by their support from the type of people they are. And so ultimately, when the time came, it was looked at as the two companies separately and to see, hey, do we have the same DNA? Do we care about the same? And is this something that we can make work? And then ultimately, as a part of this was the software. And the cloud software be something that is in Indiana, and we've seen a lot of movement so far. This last little stat that I like to call out here is the 99% customer retention. So in 40 years of business, BSNA has lost 4 financial managers. Technically say 3 because one of them came back. So, that truly speaks to the level of care, the customer support. You're not calling into an IVR and getting directed to other places. You're speaking to real people when you call in, and they're there to help you. And more times than not, questions are answered. I do have a slide here that talks a little bit about BSNA's level of support. I do want to call out if this guys do adopt, it would still be Keystone support and you would be supported by people in Indiana. But this just goes to show how similar the two companies are in their care for the customer. Like I said earlier, there is no automated phone system when you call in and you need support. You speak to real people. Here recently, we had a lady named Carrie that answered the phone for 30 years, and she actually just retired. But similarly, in Michigan, there's a lady named Kara that answers. And so, again, just pointing towards the similarities of the two companies. Average response time is 60 minutes or less, no automated phone systems. And ultimately, we are trying to provide you guys with the lightning fast resolution, and the highest quality customer. Right, so this is kind of the meat of the presentation, the why cloud is important and some of the benefits that you can expect to see with a system like this. First and foremost is going to be how you access it. Currently today with Keystone, it is located on a server here in your office. Because it is tied to that server, you have to be physically tied into that same network to access it. With cloud, we are hosting your data in Microsoft Azure for you. So as long as you have an internet connection and a device, you will be able to access those clouds. So that really does speak wonders to flexibility for the clerk and their staff, and not having to be tied to this office all the time. The second bullet point here is talking about security. And there's kind of multiple levels kind of stops the office and close things. With cloud today, it's backed up every 15 minutes, daily backups, weekly backups, and backups for you, should you ever need. But I would say 98% of the time, support can help fix the issue before there's ever a backup that's needed. Moving on to future-proof here. Kind of how I talked about backing up the system as a process, well, so is updating the system. And again, you got to kick everybody out, office stops, load the updates, and it's just the whole process. With cloud, the system is automatically updated twice a month, happens on the 1st and the 15th, and well, actually, whatever the first, second Saturdays are in that month, you'll come in on Monday, look at the release notes and see what's been changed or added. Also with this, since this is a cloud product and anything new that we release into the market is automatically given to you at no extra charge. So a good example of that is we have an AI invoice entry tool that we are releasing into the market, and when that does become generally released, it will happen in an update and everybody will have it. So, new features are always going to continually be added to this product as well. And then finally, reduce liability. So there are going to be a couple of ways that moving to cloud is going to help save you some money. First and foremost is getting rid of that server. Typically, communities have to buy new servers every 4 or 5 years. You're looking at $10,000 to $15,000 when purchasing those servers. There's also annual maintenance that is associated with those servers, and so that is an area where you will be able to see some savings. If you guys have cybersecurity insurance, you do, but that should get cheaper for you because we are removing some of the liability from this site by hosting. And then finally, another area where we will see that you should get some savings back is with your audits. Now, because of this new cloud system, your auditor can log in and have view-only access, so you don't have to travel here and take up your office space and charge you for travel and all of that. And then the last one here is the cohesion of with cloud, it is one unified database, whereas today you have your fund over here and payroll and utility billing, and they're all separate modules that you have to force data back and forth between. With cloud, it is all under one database and provides a much higher level of integration. I knew I threw a lot at you. I got one more slide left, but I just want to answer any questions if there were anything with this.
Security-wise, I know we have a lot of customers, I don't know how many, girls probably know, that pay automatic billing. Will this protect their information better than what we have now?
Absolutely, and with our payment portal and the billing that you guys are doing, there's actually a little bit of a delay. So if somebody, were to make a payment today and call in today and say, hey, I made my payment, can you see that? Answer is no. I can see it tomorrow when it comes in, and I can let you know then. With our system, that is immediately happening in real time. And so you will know that the payment is good, but even furthermore, when people are paying their bills, since we are the
two will be using it, so I'm sure you've asked most of your questions already, and you have all your answers. Really, we won't use it. The main thing I was concerned about was our customers out there, making sure that's what I look at.
Is there any other municipalities around here that are using it?
Yes, so we have about probably 20 live at this point, and then another 60 in line for implementation. Akron, Indiana is live. Not sure how far away from here that is. A lot of our other customers would be like Daleville, Chesterfield. We're located in Muncie, so for our first couple of implementations, I think hit it close to home. So that's where a lot of them are. But Akron, Indiana was our first.
Do you have any close to us right now at all then?
I would think Akron the closest.
You say Attica's thinking about it, or?
Attica is going to move forward. They're in line in implementation. They weren't actually customers, new customers, so they all with it.
Okay. Stu, do you have any questions?
I guess you guys have already touched on it, but who around here, I'm familiar with Keystone because that's my small town used that, so, but that doesn't mean that that's right for the town of Veedersburg.
Yeah.
So, like on your treasurers and
Yep.
look at the cost.
Ones that are gonna use it.
Oh, expensive.
The yearly maintenance fee, that,
Getting ready to ask that.
what is that exactly? How much?
I think 45,000.
All right, I guess my question is, as you get more customers, get more people on, is there any chance that will come down?
No, I mean, it built into our contracts. And so look at this, we do have price increases, and the language in our contracts is.
So each year it can go up.
And cloud is certainly a change. It is definitely more expensive, but the whole goal of the cloud software is more staff, more efficient. It's also able to, if at some point in time, if this is the way that they go, you can decentralize your office, and push a lot of work outside instead of leaving everything inside of the treasurer's office. It's also intended to provide a better experience for your utility customers. I can tell you that's most of the people that I'm seeing make this switch is if they're not very happy with their payment provider, and it causes them all sorts of troubles with residents and reconciliation and that experience and having the ability to log on, pay a bill, immediately know it's paid. It provides a history of every payment that's been made, usage with your usage graph, and so
Is there a way that an individual at home can see what they're using per day, utility-wise?
I don't know if we can go per day, but it tracks month after month, and so they
Okay.
understand their usage. In summer months, it's going to be more.
Sure.
Yes, so yes, they have that full.
So that's the start, or, I mean, that's the yearly cost. What's the startup cost?
So we are currently waiving the migration fee. That offer is on the table until June 30th. I believe for your migration, we were, looks like we're waiving 45,000. And typically, that cost is take all of your data out of Keystone. We create a new system in the cloud, and so basically you
basically, the startup cost and for the year would be 46,600.
What are we paying Keystone now?
Yeah, 15,700, something like that, yeah.
So you add the Keystone, you add the price of a server occasionally, what other odds and ends, expenses?
Cybersecurity, audits,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know how you guys handle work orders today, but, you know, a big area where we're spending money is, I just recently did a demo down in Batesville. We're going through the whole utility system, and I noticed one of their utility workers walk in, grab a piece of paper, type it into Keystone, grab another one, write out. So, you know, for them, they were doing one work order at a time, driving back to the office, driving back out. This, you give somebody an iPad, list where they need to go and what they need to do, fill it out in between one, and you're off and running into your next point instead of wasting gas back and forth. So there's all sorts of different ways and efficiencies that you're gonna find that is gonna help you save time and money.
Do we have iPads or anything now, Jesse, for any of the guys? Okay. That is something we could use then. Okay. Will this improve the meter reading, time doing it or anything?
Most of what we deal with on our end is just file upload, download,
Okay.
and as long as you guys are using
Okay.
correct, yeah, that's another important thing, I forgot to mention, with our, payroll,
Yeah.
we do provide an employee portal for all your employees to log on, see their direct deposit statement, see their W-2s, they've got a CDL or other certifications that they're required to carry for you guys,
Yeah.
they can keep that there, that can be tracked, if it's got to be renewed, or they gotta go take a new test, that can be tracked and mentioned to them, hey, you gotta go do this.
Does any have any more questions?
So June 30th is that waive fee, that's good up to June 30th.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we will. Yeah, we've got a little time and
Yeah, right, yeah, so, right now, if you guys were to sign a contract by the end of March, you would be looking at end of November, early December. Because outside of that, you guys do sign by June 30th, you would probably be looking at February, March, depending on. Yeah.
so what do we need to get on before? It's gonna be a while anyway.
Right.
But
So
to be up
is it
first of
easier-
next year, what would you need to be?
Is it
Be up and
easier to
going.
start next year then for you? I mean, or what?
Would it be easier to start January 1? Okay. Would. So if we make a decision by our next meeting,
Yeah, I mean, if you make a decision by your next meeting, that'll be certainly helpful because I know I'm gonna have a lot of people close towards the end of the month, so I could say probably October sometime, and I don't wanna push any further, but if I have the contract by that point, I'm calling in. But I don't want to.
okay. Let us, think on this. It's a big decision for us.
Oh, absolutely.
But, I mean,
Can we actually have like a meeting before our next meeting? Talk, like an executive session? I mean, because
I don't think so either.
okay. yeah, exactly, something like that,
Reschedule
before,
meeting
yeah.
and around then, it sounds
Okay.
Informational.
Okay. Do that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I mean, it's, just get together, we'll talk.
Yeah.
And if we make a decision then, we make it public at the next meeting, and
Yep.
he can go ahead and go with it.
Hey, Kristen, we're gonna probably do a work session before a meeting. Before then, if you could get all the numbers written down, so we have it written down of everything that we pay now. So we can, as far as, any updates we have to do,
Upgrades, how often?
all that stuff. See how close we
I
can
know
get
we've
these
had a lot
numbers.
of problems with it. They've been struggling.
Yeah, and that's, Keystone has been around since 1980, and it's been a great product that has served its time. But just like with everything else in this town, it needs an update.
Yep. Okay.
So one more, how often does it take a major update? If you were to change, I don't know, files, whatever, I mean, as far as new programming?
Oh, so I think this year we're trying to add at least 7 new features to the system. And so not every update is going to contain a new feature or something like that. Most of it's bug fix, regulatory things. But the AI invoice entry is one that we know was slotted to release this year. We did release an AI assistant inside of the system. So for anybody that had a question after hours or, just had something quick, they could ask that AI chatbot, and it's very, very easy to read and understand. We are adding some things to HR and our community development. So we've got a pretty robust roadmap of things that we want to add.
So a major road mapping upgrade that costs the municipalities, okay.
What about rate changes, because I know
Yeah.
you do a rate change on Keystone, it's a pain.
So that's, I'm glad you asked that. So you can now change the rates yourself, and you can schedule rates. So once you guys have a rate that has been approved and moved through council, you can go ahead and just schedule an effective date for that rate to start happening.
That's much
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah, there are a lot of things in the system that should be operational.
Let us talk and we'll come up with. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah,
Have a great
thanks.
night.
You too.
Okay. T.E. Scott, you were up.
Well, and the attorney had the paperwork. And, I no work for you.
I got an email from Shasta Cook
Yes.
about contact information for the Norfolk Southern Railroad, which Mr. Scott, of course, wants the town to get involved in acquiring railroad right-of-way.
I can go over that for a while.
Yeah, so I did get that information from Ms.
I guess my question, how does that affect the town? I mean, or apply to the town? I mean,
Okay. It's hard to deal with the railroad, I know. But sooner or later, if we get it all cleaned up at one time, I think you would be better off. The county, get all them right of ways, deeded back to the neighbors and everything. That's the only advantage to it. Now it's just out there and people argue over who it belongs to and all this and that. Either better off if it was deeded to them. I think everybody would be better off. The railroad, put the out.
it took us some legal, stuff to get the trails going.
Yeah, I understand
And
that.
yeah,
But this way, what I figured, if you tried to get them surveyed off, being thousands of dollars to the railroad, well, they'd have to go through their attorneys. And the only way I can see to do it, I got the whole thing on the quick claim deed, then we can get rid of the others with the quick claim deed. That's about the easiest way. But I don't see no advantage for being still here. Little pieces here and there, a piece down on the railroad that runs through there, just throw up the grass. So I don't see no disadvantage if the railroad totally out of the county.
well, I know we've talked about extending the trail out toward the school, so if we ever done that, we knew we were gonna have some legal stuff to do.
Now, what railroad's got that?
That is Ford Clover or something.
Mike could probably answer that, wasn't it?
I'd have to check
I
my
don't
record.
remember.
We went through this 10 years ago, remember?
Yeah, we went through.
We've gone through it.
Yeah,
We've
it's
done
been through
work
it,
with
got
DNR. And we had an opportunity to extend out through there and we had been complaining because question, as you say, who owns it, whether the property owner owns it, or whether it's a very expensive project to go through to prove who actually owns that property. That was just one small piece of it.
Well, it's in the courthouse, it's all recorded. The way you would do it is put quick claim deed.
We went through DNR. I mean, they knew what it was, knew where we're working.
I don't think the DNR will get involved in this, maybe. Not gonna be doing trails or not, on an individual basis.
Well, if you go on to Beacon, you can do this on your own. It's gonna show some people already have an interest, adjacent landowners have an interest. It's gonna show nobody owns it. It's gonna show railroad owns it. So it's a,
I would
really,
negotiate
it's
the
a hard
hardest.
thing.
We went through this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Stu,
We're
what,
through it.
We've actually.
what do you
went through it.
recommend here, Stu? I mean, it's,
Well, first of all, you guys can only really deal with senior boundaries. Okay?
Right.
That's your,
yes,
you're gonna expend any funds and time and all that, then
we don't really have any funds to spend.
Best thing to do is quick claim it, if you guys do it anyway.
Only reason we did it before, because we got a DNR grant to do the
Yeah.
trail.
And that's what it's gonna take again if we extend it.
$18,000.
I don't see that it's gonna be any cost to the city if
I got it.
partner
You've
keeps
got,
over to the, landowner afforded it.
you've got to establish who actually owns it because
Yeah, and
that
then-
property at times,
It's right there on you can.
no, it's Southern Indiana's had several lawsuits, big ones, because of it. And every contract, every landowner, the railroad wanted that property and they either leased it, lifetime leases, they bought it, whatever it took to get it. Each one of those properties is not owned by one individual or anything. It's a big
No,
process,
in other words, a lot of times.
long
they
process.
would be split. In other words, the property's on both sides.
Sure.
It could be split, or one company might not want to deal with it. Well, I don't wanna mess with it, they could leave the other person. So I don't see those any liability to the city, other than the only reason I want to go to the city is maybe the railroad say, yeah, we would like to get rid of it, be done with it. So
So if the town wants me to, directs me to, I will, respond to this email that I got from Shasta, get the information together, and send it, and let Mr. Scott know what's going on,
Okay?
and if that opens the door, we can open the door.
We
If the
can-
door is shut tight, then
We
we
can
can
talk
say,
about that in a work session.
Well, let's just make a motion to have him go forward and
well, I don't
send the
think we
letter.
need to get rid of it.
Yeah, I
That's
don't-
part of the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if the railroad decides to
shut
do
it down
something,
right
are they willing,
Yeah, we can discuss it.
did we look at it?
Informational meeting.
You're gonna deal with property owners too.
We're just
all
gonna
of
have
it.
Stu
You'll,
give him
you'll end up
information
with
to go
dealing with
talk to
property
that
owners. that
All right,
think
can I get a
they'll-
motion to
Yeah,
have
thank
Stu
you.
reach out to that attorney? Get a motion from anybody?
Direct me to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah. Thank you.
if I can make any progress.
All right, thank you very much.
I'll let you know.
Okay, and if you make any progress, with it, then I'll go to the county and see if they want to send a letter that they'd like to get rid of it.
Okay, all right. All right. All right, time for public comments. Anybody else out there have anything?
I was wondering, ask you a question. For your animal control, do you have, anybody contracted to do them?
We do.
We do.
Paws and claws.
Paws and claws.
So do you have a contract with Paws and Claw?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it a flat fee contract?
It is a flat fee, but there's a,
Charge for every.
there's a but in there. Yeah. I don't remember to the wording to the T, but, they can charge to come and pick something up.
That's sort of the rub of the county. Okay, we didn't budget for commission. We didn't budget for commission contract. But, it's like the learning. You'd be like, so I've kind of been going around.
Kristen, what we pay paws and claws, is flat fee or per pickup? That's what I
Oh,
thought.
is it per
Yeah,
incident?
Still early that way.
yeah. So every pickup is charged.
It's the best we can find. I mean,
It's the only thing we can
Well,
find.
the only thing
It is.
was.
Well, actually, we did pay a flat fee there for a while, but we did go.
The other
Oh, that was the other one.
yes.
Okay. Yeah,
She went out of business.
yeah, she did. Okay. there-
That'd be a good side job if you're interested in anything like that.
The town used to do their own,
Yeah.
animal control, used to.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
have
Used
cameras
to.
and everything.
Used to.
You're the dog catcher now.
Well, you have a tranquilizer gun, right? We bought one years ago.
All right, Mike, what do you have?
In reference to 3 items, I had been requested to talk to Mr., lost his name, our TIF attorney. And basically, Tom Pittman, I'm sorry, but anyhow, talk to Tom Pittman about this. I have a rough draft, which he sent to me, I think I got it this morning. It has 3 items on it we're looking at. Is can we spend TIF dollars on, number 1, purchase of a sign displaying various informations to the public? Yes, we may. Or we may be able to pay for part of it. So that is it's a situation there. Each one of these, now I'm gonna answer, the roads expenditure is not covered by the redevelopment commission's annual spending plan, which we have, the plan will need to be amended each time. Number 2 is purchase for new or upgraded police cars. Yes, that is there. That can be spent on that for use area. Okay, the other one is a little larger, purchase of a fire truck. Now, this is all going to be proposed to at the next TIF meeting on March 2nd. But the purchase of a fire and ladder truck, we've had a couple of meetings on it, and I've talked to some other people outside. I think they're currently working with the fire department about different things, but a couple of things. Yes, it is an expenditure that's permitted. And it says a couple of things I'm going to touch on briefly because we want to cover this in the TIF meeting. What existing commitments of tax increment revenues are there? It says, we got an existing pledge for monies for sewage bonds, the Indiana Finance Authority, other future needs for it, if we're ever going to have a planned use or a need for it, and how much does the redevelopment commission need to hold in reserve for unanticipated necessary expenditures. And they all suggested should with a ladder tracks long useful life, should it be paid for using long-term financing instead of current available funds? These are just things he's brought up, and he'd be very happy to work with us on any of these. He also put something into effect, should the town propose the creation of a fire protection territory or similar government entity to address the needs for a ladder truck. I think at that one meeting I attended, there was some discussion of that. And the other thing is a more appropriate pay for ladder truck from property taxes imposed on the entire base of users instead of just the town. And that's another question he's got. What it looks like, and I follow up the phone call, and basically he said it's gonna take a lot of planning and very similar things that we talked about in that meeting, such as budgets, expenditures. He also reminded me that fire trucks, of course, take 3 years or more to build, and that I don't have an answer from him. I probably forgot to ask him, but, you know, if it was ever approved, who actually signs for them to start building? And that's an answer that also has to be brought up. But he said he would be glad to come in and talk to the TIF folks or the town, whatever, on these items. But those 3 items are, you can use TIF funds to do it. So what we've got to look for is what you want to do. That's about all I've got, so and again, this will be brought up at the redevelopment commission meeting on March 2nd, I think is when it is, unless something happens, gets postponed. Basically, it's gonna be, getting there, looking at the plan, see what the rest of the TIP board, what they're thinking. So that's about all I got for you.
Okay. Tom?
No.
Roy?
Might reiterate on that meeting there, and it was brought up also, he couldn't understand why the town has never had a budget for the fire department, because that's the first time he's seen that. So, and like I said, we're behind in times. Things are getting tougher, so that's why we're looking into this.
Lots of things kicking around about the fire district.
Yes, and that was brought up, there's a lot of talk on that, so, right now, the way, Mr. Jones was talking, he says Van Buren Township is a very strong township, so we're not going nowhere. We may get a few more, because we're gonna go by, if it happens, it'll go by points. We may pick up more.
Shaven did their community building and fire department with the thought that that's,
Yeah.
Yes.
But one thing to add that too, also, Mr. Pittman said the thing of it is to look at all sources. He didn't really go in detail, but all sources of funding for that fire truck and long-term sources and some kind of
That's what the planning is. I mean, it's for long-term, so
that's
truck's one of it, but budgeting's another part of it,
Yeah.
so.
Ken? Nope. You will have. I did call Bill Smith from the State Highway Department about the possibility of an electric sign downtown and also the speed limit signs. They're both doable. They both need permits. Craig Carpenter reached out to me about the digital sign. Since then, Ken sent the information to him. Basically just the planning stages. He wanted to know what the size and where it would be sitting.
waiting on an okay to go ahead with it before you do anything.
Yeah, so we can do it. We just got to figure out where we're going to get the funding. You're a participant, is that correct? The sign, and you say the VRA would like to put some money in on that, I didn't know what you said. All right, yeah, we did have it, mine's pretty good. Okay, all right, anyway, we'll work on that. So I think there's some, we could spread that out between, maybe the electric department? Hopefully, HWC. BRA?
No, we're gonna find out.
You can ask Friday. And,
Oh, so you're reneging on the sign now? Didn't she
Well-
say 2,500?
Welliver Law Firm? Yeah, all right.
Thank you,
Thank
Stuart.
you, thank you. All right, but we will work on that. That is all I have. All right, one last time, anybody?
Did
Thank
Tom
you.
Pittman send an opinion on that? Was
No,
it an opinion?
He will send and I
Okay.
asked him to send you an opinion
Okay.
on that right there. Basically, the same thing we talked about. He sent me a rough draft, asked me to
The
look
State Board of
over.
Accounts told me no on the
Beg
sign.
pardon?
State Board of Accounts told me no on the sign. So I would need to provide that to them to see
Oh,
if,
wait a minute, I didn't know that. They told you no?
right, they said TIF cannot pay for a sign.
Got a question about it. He said
So that's
check-
why I need to see his opinion.
Pittman said yes, and they voted.
Well, he said refer back to State Board of Accounts
Oh.
when he comes back to. That's gonna be the thing. He says it is an expense on that part of it. But again, that's gonna be what we have to deal with State Board of Accounts.
More to come on that.
I need to know for him.
All right, thank everybody for coming, meeting adjourned.
Jesse, you want any of these? Did he? You want one of those? $10 ticket? Just take one.